So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Miles Sanders, first carry of the game. The linebacker, C.J. Mosley, in on the stop. Charles, as we've covered, they've already clinched their spot in the postseason, so now they just want to avoid adding any additional names to this list before the postseason begins.
Terrific observation, because trying to move up a spot, I don't know if it's worth it if you're trying to play guys who aren't quite right. Get them healthy, get ready for the playoffs, make your move then.
He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had a big play to start the drive, not much sense. Now this is only going to be a gain of 2. He needed 3. It's 4th and 1. Going for it with Sanders. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. We kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders, and he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. This Super Bowl, of course, just a huge one for this head coach. The first time he's walked the sidelines in a game of this magnitude, and well, I might normally ask the cliche, what's going through his mind right now, but maybe he will find Smith in the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. From 17 yards out. And the Eagles are on the board first here in the Super Bowl.
Brandon, this is the Super Bowl. A touchdown scored in any game is big. In this one, it's massive.
Now, we remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified. So they called it a touchdown originally. This would stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Elliott good with a PAT, and it's now a 7-0 game. So this drive spans 7 plays, and it was finished off by a touchdown to Devontae Smith. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback. Berrios deciding not to bring it out. So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over. And they'll be led out by the 2nd overall pick from BYU, now in his 2nd season, Zach Wilson.
And Wilson has grown so much in his 2nd season in the NFL, not just physically, but mentally as well. He stepped up to the pressure of playing in New York and has led the Jets to their first Super Bowl since Broadway Joe Namath in 1968. And with a win tonight, he'll become the youngest quarterback to win his team the title.
Now Wilson on 1st down. Over the middle, complete. It's Wilson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right up in the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Here's Wilson. His throw incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground incomplete.
And they'll run it. This is James Robinson. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is. Here on 3rd. Now it's Wilson. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
On is the punter man as he boots this one away. The Eagles just about set to go to work on offense. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. They start on the ground here at Sanders. They fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Hurts sets up to throw it. He's going to drop this down to Sanders. They'll go down to gain of 6. And now 2 yards to go on 3rd down. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Quan Alexander. And the Jets are going to take possession of the football.
Parker, I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. That's some room to run now. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. That good for 19 on a first down. One quarter done and 3 more to play here in Super Bowl 57. And we are back and ready to go for the 2nd quarter of the Super Bowl. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis, as always, thrilled to be with you. Thanks for tuning in, everyone. On 1st and 10, it's Carter. Look at those stick skills. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. And that's CD one heck of a run. He just refused to go down.
And that's where the terminate. He had at least a couple of guys with really good shots at him, but he just said, I don't think so. Speed, power, elusiveness, all on display right there. Look like you, partner, back in your salad days in Evansville.
Zerline good with a PAT. And we are tied at 7. So we'll leave it at 7 now as they kick it away. Devontae Smith now from his end zone. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Devontae Smith. He will take this all the way. Touchdown, Eagles.
That was a special return, and it happened because he's a special returner. He has to have that approval from the special teams coach's head coach to bring it out of the end zone.
Well, let's be honest. A lot of times when they bring it out of the end zone like he did there, they don't have approval. I mean, I think a lot of times they do, but correct me if I'm wrong. Sometimes it's just a guy getting a feel, right?
You're exactly right. What's the old adage? Sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules. And if you do, you're taking out some responsibility. But he was happy to do so there.
Fields it right around the goal line. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. And New York set to take the field. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. And the last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive. And they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Second down and a run by Robinson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 13 yards is the pickup there and a Jet first down. False start's going to push him back, but These days, how hard must it be to be an offensive lineman?
It's very hard, Brandon. You've got defensive linemen flinching, trying to draw you off sides. You've got the loud crowds, and there are just so many super athletic players on defense now that you have to deal with each week. But through it all, these guys just sit in there for 4 quarters and slug it out.
Wilson. And that's going to be incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
On 2nd and 15 now. Wilson, and he's got the hook up to Moore.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
So it was already a gain on the completion, but tack on some more with that penalty.
Absolutely. No matter what angle you're making the tackle from, you can't grab the face mask, and that's just putting your defense on its heels just a little bit more.
Now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Out of the gun, they run with Carter. Tackle made by Kaiser White. You know he can fly to the ball, and he showed it there.
That's tough right there. He ran right to the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. Right where the set him down started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
False start. Awesome.
Big Dwayne Brown, the tackle, guilty there. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long. Here's Wilson. He's going to look deep for more. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Now the Jets send on Braden Mann to punt. This is taken at the 15. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Eagles will have it taking over 1st and 10. It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Here's Hurts to throw. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here. 3rd and long. Now a deep ball going to be caught here near midfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
Tack on 15 more for the face mask, and that becomes a huge play.
Big pass gets caught on you. You're doing everything possible to get him on the ground, and sometimes you end up grabbing the face mask.
They go play action with Hurts. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
And I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. It was a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. 2 minutes on the clock in the 2nd quarter of this Super Bowl. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. He'll let this go for the end zone. And this one is incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give you unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about a 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. first and 10. It's Wilson. Completes it to Davis. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. Second and 2. And it's a rush to the line right now for the Jets. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. On first down, Wilson. Open man here is Conklin. And will be taken down here just shy of the 30. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. That's complete to his running back, Carter. Not able to go anywhere that time. Second down. Throwing is Wilson. Got his man on the out route. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. From the red zone now, here's Wilson on first down. Wide open receiver complete. And the Jets are looking at first and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. Wilson will throw again. And they're going to get to him. A sack back at the 9-yard line. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Second down and goal. Wilson. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Elijah Moore as the first half is winding down. And the Jets are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Zerline connects on the extra point. And leads down to a field goal at 17-14. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Taking it about the rim. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with only 9 seconds remaining, and not much time, we'll see how they play this. On first and 10, it's Hurts. He's going deep for Brown. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
But no kneeling for them. They decided they weren't going to run out the clock. They decided to take their shot downfield, hoping to either make a connection or a pass interference call. They wanted more points to put on the board.
Looking here for Smith downfield. He's got it at the 15. So we've reached halftime here in one of the greatest performances of the year usually, but not here. Halftime of the Super Bowl is skipped, and we are on to the second half. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Fields it right around the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Jets head out on offense here to start this third quarter. They trail here in the Super Bowl, but fortunately for them, Charles, very much still within striking range.
Yeah, things didn't go exactly the way they planned in the first half. To me, they appeared to be a little bit tight, made a few errors they normally wouldn't. But, of course, this is the Super Bowl, so things get a little bit heightened in that regard. But I think they have to feel a little fortunate. They're only down where they are here starting the third quarter.
They're going to run a little pump pass here. And it's a fumble. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. To the opposite of what they envisioned when they left that locker room. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at it. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. On third down, Wilson. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A pickup of 27. And they pick up the first down in the process. To throw again is Wilson. Pass complete to Moore. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Also plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 27. Here's Wilson to throw. Over the middle, caught by Mims. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. To throw again on 2nd down. Wilson, and it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. 7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Now it's Wilson. And he comes back with one complete. And he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. They'll run for it with Robinson. Oh, and I think he went backward. He did. The Jets try it, but the 4th down play doesn't work. And the Eagles defense able to hold. And you wonder, Charles, could that decision come back to haunt them later?
And it really could, because in this situation, you kick the field goal in a tight game like this, that's a good play. But maybe what he's saying to himself is, I'm just not a big proponent.
He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Now, you think about your opening drive in the 3rd quarter, you're thinking about exactly that, putting together a drive. But instead, what did we get?
Big pass downfield, touchdown. I thought, okay, I'm just sitting back in my chair. Let's get eased in. A couple runs. No.
Yeah, forget the body blows, folks. Let's go the big shot right now.
Elliott good on the extra point. And these guys will take a 10-point lead. Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. One-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. And New York set to take the field. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
From the 31, Wilson toward the sideline, and look at that catch, dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. 11 yards for number 11.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part, or getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Less than 4-man time on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. Final minute now of the 3rd quarter. After the sack on 1st down, Wilson. He finds his man, complete. It's Wilson. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
That's a good bounce back play right there after taking a sack on 1st down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call through the offensive coordinator. You like looking at that?
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. James Robinson, 50 yards. And the Jets are able to get a score back in the final stages of this 3rd quarter.
3rd down as a defender, all you're thinking about is getting off the field. How do you stop this last play? But if you don't wrap up when you tackle and you play it back like this, all of a sudden he's taking it to the house. And now you're looking at each other wondering, what did we do wrong on that play?
Certainly good with a PAT. And that cuts the lead to 3, 24-21. On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone. Oh, good return up past the 30. Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do, and you saw the celebration.
Folks, welcome back to the biggest stage in sports, the Super Bowl, and now we get down to the good stuff, the fourth and final quarter.
It's a second down run with Sanders. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. The offense on third down tonight, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Give him 22 there on the third down conversion.
Play fake. Here's Hurts. Airing it out deep for Smith. And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be. Hurts a handoff to Sanders. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Big hook up there, forced to throw it on third down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
42 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up second down. They'll go again with Sanders. And inside the tray before he's brought down. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11.
Well, you know me, partner. I never tell them to back off of being aggressive, but sometimes you see the consequences when you're overly aggressive and you don't secure tackles. Guys break through.
Trying to sell out to pry that football loose, and just as you said, cost some yardage.
Hey, you got to go get him. Stand him up first before you go for the ball. Don't just go for it initially.
And it's caught.
And the Eagles are going to be set up with a first and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the run.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Oh, the sneak gets Hurts.
And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown.
Jalen Hurts scoring on the sneak for the yard out. And the Eagles are starting to pull away in the fourth quarter of the Super Bowl.
Elliott good with a PAT. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. A 10-play drive that time. And it was capped off by the quarterback sneak for 6. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Taking it about the wing. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. So here's Wilson and the Jets.
Down by 10, 2:16 to play. They've come so far this year, but they need 2 quick scores late in this Super Bowl.
Wilson's throw here caught by Mims.
And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29.
And this will complete again to Mims.
4 yards the pickup, first down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Now Wilson.
And that's caught inside the 35.
And he's going to be out of bounds inside the 25-yard line.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Wilson to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Wilson.
And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
pass down there, but it's incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion. So I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays up in quick succession if they can.
Here's Wilson. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's second and goal. And this is called out for a late touchdown. So everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side. Get that line and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
On the other side, get that hands team right. And the Eagles dodge a bullet. They cover it up. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they don't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
And he's going to be down at the 35, gain of 7. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Second down, back to Sanders. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Another run with Sanders to the 27-yard line. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. Up the middle they go with Sanders. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. It doesn't matter whether you watch high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
The Jets will bring in a nickel set here as they try to stop this 3rd down. Time for this one final knee to put a bow on this title bout. And the Lombardi Trophy will rest in the city of brotherly love. The Philadelphia Eagles are the Super Bowl champs. And their remarkable season ends in the most remarkable of ways. They get to put next to their name Super Bowl champion.
And they can't ever
is what I never do. How you supposed to walk with me? I'm 80 steps ahead of you. My mind is on Socrates, all my balls on Rubik's Cube. Every time I do it, I just have to do it beautiful. I can't let this moment pass